What is going on, everybody, and welcome Shiba Inu Army. This took me by surprise a little bit. I'm in the 1% of all Shiba Inu holders. When I always thought about it, like, no, I hold nothing. People are passing me. But I love when I find info like this, on-chain decent data where you can digest and itemize. Whoever is really very bullish in Shiba Inu wants to compare or see, what are the rankings. This is your video that you gotta watch by the end because good news, you know, does not affect you, but in a way, Shiba Inu millionaires are increasing. Now, what does that mean? Oscar, I hold over 1 million Shiba Inu, almost 2 billion Shiba Inu. What do you mean? Well, let me rephrase that. Shiba Inu holders who hold over $1 million of Shiba Inu are increasing. That's a big difference because yours truly is touching almost at $30,000. And knowing that every time I go to Etherscan, I see people holding trillions of Shiba Inu, that is millions of dollars, you would assume like, nah, there's no way, right? But here it is. According to the matrix, the holdings distribution matrix, there it is. So there's the percentage of addresses in total. Obviously, it has to be 100%, right? Well, yours truly is right here in the 1.69%, which we're roughly 23,000 addresses. Are you joking? Well, there it is. Now, a lot of you are in this sector, which is in the $100 to the $1,000. There's 60% people holding over close to 1 million addresses, holding not much Shiba Inu. Probably they forgot, who knows? There's a lot of people here in the 11% holding from $1 to $10,000, which is, 16.92 trillion. So if you add all of this, guys, let's say until my level, which is 1.69, we're looking at, I don't know, 21, that's 40, less than 50 trillion. In the 1 million to $10 million, obviously, I think they could be adding all the exchanges and everybody, right? That could also mean something. Well, the exchanges and everybody go this way because over $10 million, that's where you have the dead wallet, obviously, and that's where you have all the exchanges. But the point is, this alone, the $1 to $10 million Shiba Inu millionaires surpass from my level and below. Let's continue the conversation because, man, more millionaires are coming. Don't forget to smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. I always try to bring you some alpha, some information that you can digest. Also, by looking at the price of SHIB, guess what? We're going lower once again. 27.38. Yesterday, we were really happy getting a live up at 28. And for some reason, now we're just coming down once again. However, there's Jasmy, who was putting some pretty decent numbers earlier today. Now it's coming down. Why is it? It's just because people wake up in the US and they see the prices coming down a little bit. And they're like, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and sell? So for some reason, TradingView decided to squeeze. But there it is. We're back again. Let's go to the 15 minutes right now and take a look at this, the price. We'll get back to the article in just a second. I just kind of wanted to see this once again. We're getting to the end of the symmetrical wedge, so it's pretty crazy how we now went down the Neo Cloud according to my Lux algo indicator. So hopefully we can maybe put another 26. That's going to be super cool, right? Because I want to get my 1 billion. Now that I know that I need what? Close to $30,000 holding of Shiba Inu. I need to get past $100,000 worth of Shiba Inu to be in the 2.15 thousand people, which is 0.16%. 0.16%. What? So with the money that we have right now, guys, we are in a 1%. We're roughly 21 trillion. That kind of comes to show the amount of money that is deposited right now in Shiba Inu. Now, let me ask you, put it in the comments down below, guys. Which is your bracket? What is your bracket here? Are you in the, $100 to $1,000? Are you in the $1 million to $10 million, which is only about 1,000 people in the entire blockchain in the entire Shiba Inu holder list. That's pretty wild. So there's a lot of people, right? Tons of people in this bracket, and I'm sure it's just people that are just pitching just a little bit because they don't want to risk it. They hold. They're like, no, it's a meme coin. I don't want to lose my money or so. That's kind of what they're thinking about. But in reality, the percentage of coins, guys, 80%, 12%. This is where most of it is. Here, the last bracket, only 222. That's all the dead. That's the dead wallet, obviously, because they're adding the quadrillion level size. You know that 410 were burned, but they're still adding it right there because it's all on chain. So the rest of that is like another 400 to 300 trillion, and it's all added. These are exchanges. This is Binance. This is Robinhood. This is Crypto.com. So I think we could easily ignore this bracket because we have obviously the exchanges. But if you want to see a much more realistic way of analyzing Shiba Inu millionaires, you got to look at this one before the last bracket, which is a 1.12 thousand, 12%. So there's 1,000 whales that maybe when we get to a level of 301, they're going to be watching and seeing their portfolio make so much money. And they'll be like, I'm out. One of the reasons that they're just willing and able to still hold Shiba Inu, there's going to be a lot of retail, for example. I think this is a great way to even talk about the bull market vibes because how many people from here will start jumping brackets? Will start jumping brackets, right? Jumping brackets because the prices are increasing and because they're also buying more and more and more. While they do that, whales on the top already who are decent with their positions of Shiba Inu don't really want to buy more because they already bought it really, really cheap. They're going to be saying, come on, retail investors, come on in. You're going to be my exit liquidity. That's going to probably happen, guys. It always happens with all kinds of tokens. So don't be mad. But I'm really not thinking at all to cash out my Shiba Inu until we pass the all-time high and we conclude by beating a zero. We need to delete a zero. I think that's going to make us so happy by looking at how I'm positioned. I don't really see a big negative for me to just continue holding because I know it should be pretty neat. So, guys, there was 23 new millionaires welcome the last month. It's pretty crazy, but hey, at this level, there's people who are still holding and who are still becoming rich. As soon as the price continues dropping, I'll continue buying. And I'll tell my Discord community first how my positions are increasing in my Shiba Inu portfolio. If we get to 26, I'm buying more. So I'm watching really carefully. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to use the Lux Algo Indicator, first link down below. Brand new day, tons of opportunities. Like and subscribe. Peace.